Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 11 of our CATIA V5 V6 engine assembly series. In today's tutorial, we shall model a V6 engine air filter directly from a 2D engineering drawing using CATIA V5 Part Design workbench. We shall follow the engineering drawing step by step while preserving the exact dimensions, taper angle, pleat layout, flange profile, center bore and overall diameter to create a clean production quality 3D CAD model. By the end of this tutorial, you shall understand how to combine sketcher, shaft, pocket, circular pattern, mirror and fillet features to efficiently model rotational component with repeated geometry. Let's begin. Before starting any CAD model, carefully examine the drawing. Notice that the air filter consists of large outer flange, smaller mounting flange, conical filter body, multiple equally spaced plates, central through hole, rounded edges, symmetrical radial construction. The drawing also provides the front view, the section view and a isometric view. Since it is a rotational component, most of the model can be created from a single section profile. Okay, you can see from the isometric view you can understand how the profile is created, and the dimensions are also given here, and the total length of this filter will be 137 mm. Here the outer diameter, the big diameter is 140 and the small diameter is 73, while there is a through hole here that is diameter 30 mm. Same way, how we can find number of these plates. Okay, here you can see this is one side is 10 degree, that means from this one to this one is 20 degree. If I say from this one to this one is 20 degree, that means 360 by 20, that is equal to 18 number of these plates is created. So how we can create this? So let's go to CATIA, start, mechanical design and part design. I am renaming this one as air filter and click on OK. Now first of all we are going to create this one. Okay, this in inner section, the pleat profiles, how it is created and how we can going to create. You can see the distance between the small shaft and the big round. Okay, 101.5 mm. So I can create a plane offset from the YZ plane 101.5 mm, 101.5 mm and say OK. Now select the YZ plane and position the sketch and say OK here. Here also I am going to create this profile. Please note this profile, how it is created. And also it is symmetry about the vertical axis. So double click on the constant tool. First of all, this line and this line to be symmetry about the vertical axis. Same way these two as well. Allow symmetry line and vertical axis. Next, from the center point to the outer one, here it is given 140 diameter. That means I can make it 70, and from the center line or the horizontal axis to this one, you can see horizontal axis to this portion, it is given 50 mm. Okay, also this angle, it is given 10 degree. Okay, now my one profile is created. Next, click on the exit workbench. Again, click on the newly created plane and position the sketch Okay. Now I can create another one, but the smaller section right now. The profile is exactly same, but the dimensions are different here. Now I can make these two line symmetry actual, allow symmetry line, this one. Same way, these two line also symmetry about the vertical axis. Now I can coincide these two lines. Okay. Now this is created. Next is to this dimension. What is this dimension? This dimension given is diameter 73 by 2. 73 by 2. Okay. And also this one from the horizontal axis. This is given 25 mm. 25. Now click on the exit workbench. Now what we are going to use? Which command is used so that we can create this profile? If you have guessed it, then I am going to use the multi-section solid command. Okay. So click on the multi-section solid and click on this profile and this profile. As both the profiles are same, we don't need any guide here, any coupling section here or any spine here. I just say okay. Then you can see the profile is created. The first profile is created here. Next I need 18 number of this one. So what I can do, select the multi-section solid one and go to circular pattern. Here either you can select the instances or you can select the complete crown. Okay. Here we can choose the instances, or we can select angular spacing and total angle. Here what is the angular spacing? 20 degree. If I say like this and the total angle is 360, then also it will create instances 19. Okay. And reference element will be, either you can select this one. Okay. Now you can see this is created, or we can say complete crown and instances 18 or 19. 18 number, preview and okay. Then also when I say complete crown and 18 instances, then you can see here angular spacing is 20 degree automatically created. Okay. Now say okay. So our this section is created, but also you can see there is 1 mm thickness for this one. Okay. So how to create a 1 mm thickness on this one? Here I am going to use a simple command, the cell. When I click on the cell command and select this face and select this face to remove, and the default inside thickness is 1 mm, and just say okay. Then you can see the inside material is removed and 1 mm thickness is applied to every section. Okay. This is so simple. This is a simple command, so it's useful to anyone. Now click on the plane one again, position the sketch and say okay. Now we are going to create a circle here, and the diameter of this circle is 73 mm. Click on the exit workbench, then use the pad tool and give the thickness 17.75. 17.75. Okay. Now same way I can select the YZ plane, position the sketch. Okay. Here also I am going to create a circle, and the diameter circle is 140 mm. Okay. 40. Click on the exit workbench, and here also keep the thickness, that is 17.75, but in the reverse direction. Okay. It is created. Now we can create another circle to remove the material from here. So click on the circle and create a circle of diameter 30 mm. Click on the exit workbench and use the pocket tool, and here in the dimension say up to next. Okay. Now you can see this is created. Now we need to apply the radius here. Okay, h here it is not given, so I am going to apply the radius 10 mm to both the sides. So click on the edge fillet, this one and this one. Let's say apply 10 mm and okay. Now this is created. Now we can verify the model as we complete all the operations, add the material, remove the material and everything. Now it's time to verify the model. Compare it carefully with the engineering drawing and check the dimensions like overall diameter or overall length. So from this face to this face it is 137 mm. Okay, next this face to this face 17.75. Same way this face to this face 17.75, and also check the other dimensions like the diameters. This one radius 70, that is 140. This is radius 36.5, that is 73, and this radius 15. Okay, so now you can apply material here, but here you can see this is cloth type material. So here what I can do, I am going to apply some in the circular pattern. I am going to apply some color to this one. Go to properties and in the graphics I can apply this one, apply, okay, apply, okay. Now also for this section footage I can apply this one. Okay, now our filter model is created. Now we can apply the plastic material here as well. So select the air filter or go to apply material. From the plastic metal other section we have plastic. Or we can apply polyethylene foam. I apply plastic to this section. Okay. Now go to shading with material. Then it will show you the complete material is assigned to the complete model. So go to shading with edges so that this material is different and this material is different. Now our air filter is now complete. The finished model includes accurate revolve body, conical filter section, center bore, outer flange, repeated pleats, correct fillets, production ready CAD geometry. This model is now ready for upcoming V6 engine assembly tutorial. That's complete the air filter modeling tutorial in CATIA V5. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like the video, subscribe to Enginuity Lab and turn on notifications so that you didn't miss the next part of our V6 engine assembly series. In the next tutorial, we shall model another important engine component and continue building our V6 engine assembly from engineering drawing. Thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.